Joining me once again is UFC Light Heavyweight Mike Rodriguez, who's coming off a unanimous decision loss to one John Allen at UFC on ESPN 13. However, Mike, most recently, we just found out earlier this week that John tested positive for, I want to get this right, Tamoxifen. It's an estrogen modulator that can alleviate the side effects of anabolic steroid use. I mean, you got to be pretty upset to hear that.
I don't even know what the hell that is. I just know he cheated. Real talk. Like when I heard about it and they broke the news, everybody's like, "Oh, what was he on?" Like, fuck if I know. I don't know anything about any of that cheating shit. I just know you train hard. You know what I mean? You go out there perform. But all of that other shit, I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I mean, like I mentioned to you before we went live here, it has to be frustrating to go about it the right way, to put in a hard training camp, to know that you're doing it and you're clean, you know, and then your opponent comes in. Granted, it was a short notice fight for him. That makes no excuses, regardless, for him to do anything illegal. So, I mean, does it just leave you with a really bitter taste in your mouth?
Nah, man. How I always see about all that cheating stuff, it's all insecurities. Like, these dudes are mad insecure. Like, they obviously don't believe in themselves, believe in their talent. So, again, this is all insecurity shit. I'm a secured man. I got nothing to worry about. So, but I just, I think it's unfortunate for him. And let me tell you, it's a huge, now that I know he cheated, and then looking back at the fight and how I was feeling in the fight. So, like, in the fight, I was hitting him with shots. Like, I was fucking cracking him. And the shots I hit him with, and I'm like, yo, this motherfucker's not budging. Like, he's not budging at all. And it didn't make any sense to me. After the fight happened or whatever, talking to the coaches and everything, they all were saying the same thing. They're like, yo, he wasn't budging. He didn't move. Like, he didn't look tired, nothing. And, like, it's a 3-round fight. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm conditioned for a 3-round fight. You know what I'm saying? But, like, he was obviously, well, I'm assuming that I thought he was conditioned as well. I didn't know he was cheating at the time. So I'm like, you should be tired after a 3-round fight, especially if it's a war, how the pace we were going. And he wasn't even breathing heavy. We're like, what the fuck is going on? Come to find out, motherfucker saucy. What can you do?
Obviously, when you're hitting him with these big shots, normally guys that you crack like that, they get hurt, they go down. You're getting finishes.
Yeah.
Did you start to think, mid fight, like, something seems a little off here?
I thought about it, but I was just like, you know what? We can't focus on that right now. We gotta stay in tune and everything. It's just that like he was hitting me with shots, and I was feeling them. You know what I'm saying? It's a fight. You feel the shots to get hit. The toughest dudes feel the shots, but it's like I'm cracking him with shots, and he was just like walking through them, and I'm like, oh, okay, I don't hit like no pussy, so I don't know what's going on, and it just made sense. It made sense, and also like the times we clinched together and everything, he felt like a fucking brick wall. Like you know what I mean? There was a difference. Like you could feel the difference when you're fighting somebody that's juicing. Like, you can feel the difference. Like it was an eye opener. I was like, wow, that's crazy.
It's really unfortunate that this had to happen. I'm assuming that this fight is going to be ruled a no contest, right? So that loss will be marked off your record.
Yeah, I believe so. I think it's they already did it, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good to know. Now, you were originally scheduled to fight Gian Villante. Did the training camp, was it any different when he got scrapped and your opponent Allen had to step in? Did you have to maybe tweak what you were planning for?
We changed a little bit of things, but not major, like legit, like 1 or 2 things because of how Volante fight over what's his name. But the only thing we was not expecting is like the way he threw his shots. He threw more hooks than anything versus to Volante. Volante's like come like pretty much down the middle. So yeah.
Now, is the Volante fight something that you hope happens next? Is that the I mean, obviously with the fight being scrapped, is that
honestly? I think we're kind of both in the same seat where we kind of both need to win. Granted, yeah, the fight was NC, but at the end of the day, like despite homeboy cheating, he had technique. Like, he won the fight. But yeah, I think I still need a win. So I would like that Volante fight,
Mhm.
possibly on a DC card. That should be hot.
Ooh, yeah, that would be a nice card to get on. When you look back at this fight, even when you consider the fact that your opponent Allen did pop for steroids here, how do you I guess gauge your performance? Are you disappointed with yourself? Did you feel like you'd still be able to go in there and perform a little bit better, even taking into the consideration as to what he did?
Not yeah. I think I could have performed a little bit better. I definitely could have. But it's funny, like, athletes, we're hard on ourselves because we only expect to be the best of that we can possibly be. And I did. I brought the best I possibly can. I learned a lot from that fight. But I just felt, you know, I still could have done better to win. Even though people praise me and say it was a sick fight, it was really close and everything, I just think I could have done better, you know.
You were actually a heavy favorite going in against John Allen. Do you think that there's a chance that maybe subconsciously you were taking him a little lightly?
No, I wasn't taking him lightly at all. I thought he was more dangerous than Volante, due to the unknown factor, and three, just like he was hungrier. You know what I mean? He this was a second opportunity to get in there, and he stepped up on the last minute thing, as well as he already had lost on a contender series, so it was really big for him. So I think he was more hungrier. Like Volante, he'd been and done it all. You know what I mean? So
Now you mentioned getting on that DC Stipe card. That's right around the corner.
no, not the DC Steve card. The
Oh,
December 7th
December.
card. Yeah,
Oh,
it's in Washington D.C. Everybody always think that. They're like, "Oh, you want a DC card?" No.
so would the Boston card be too early for you to get back in there and fight? I mean, how healthy are you feeling?
Yeah, I think it's too. I think it's too early for me, and I think because I was on medical suspension after my last fight, so I haven't done any sparring or nothing. Um, just doing everything else, but I don't start sparring again until like September. So
Mhm. I mean, you look at guys like Donald Cerrone. I speak with Eric Anders on a regular basis, and he's always trying to jump in and take fights last minute. Do you feel it's just more beneficial and smarter to kind of craft your career by getting full camps in moving forward?
I mean, yeah, it's always good. It's always good to plan, but like when you get like a golden opportunity, like if they be like, "Yo, fight like I don't know, I can't even think of the name. My son, fight this dude, whatever." And I think it's a good matchup, and I'm like, "Oh, I'll blow this motherfucker out of the water." Then yeah, run it. Like yeah, let me get that. Even if it's a week out, 2 weeks out, because like in a sport, you got to always be ready. You know what I mean? We're always ready. We're always on point. But it's like the fight's there. Yeah, why not take it?
Mhm. Now,
That's
if
Joe 101, man. That's Joe 101. He's
I
always telling us, be ready, be ready, be ready. Fight like always train like you're in a fight camp. Always train. So
it's a 365 days a year business that you're in. You got to always be
absolutely.
on it.
Yeah,
Now, if this
absolutely.
fight with Volante doesn't come to fruition in December, give me a couple of names that you'd like to fight.
Jeez, I don't even know. There's so many, like, our division is such a sleeper. Like I think because all the other divisions are so huge, there's so many other people in them. But our division, it's like I think it gets really competitive really quick. Like even guys that are not ranked are fucking disgusted. So it's like there's so many good guys, dude. There's so many good guys in the mix. I'm just glad to be part of it all. You know what I mean? I'll fight any of them. I don't care.
Well, either way, that loss is now a no contest. So you're right back in a good spot, and I'm sure you'll get another high-level opponent here next, whenever that may be. Before I let you go, I got to get your picks for this weekend. UFC 241 is a monster card, and there's the co-main and main events, which are two of the most highly hyped fights in a long time. Who do you like between DC and Stipe and Diaz and Pettis?
Um, I think Honestly, I think DC's gonna take it. I think DC actually is probably gonna finish him a lot faster. DC's so fucking smart, man. He's so smart and he's so good. So it's like, yeah, he's the man. So I think DC got that. I think DC's gonna probably do the same thing how he caught him the first time, but just capitalize on it. Now that he knows that opening day, he's probably gonna just create the openings for it. In terms of Diaz and who is Diaz and
Anthony Pettis.
Anthony Pettis, it all depends on. Well, I think ring rust, besides Dominic Cruz, ring rust is a real thing. Dominic Cruz is a different kind of beast. But Diaz at the same time he got that dog in him, so he'll show up too. But I think Pettis, depending on what Pettis shows up, if we get the Pettis who's been cold and before he got on his little tear, then he ain't gonna look too right. But if it's the Pettis that we've seen in his last couple performances, even the Pettis that we saw against I can't even think of his name, but yeah, just like a good. It all depends on Pettis.
Yeah, Wonder Boy.
Yep, it all depends. That's what it was, the Wonder Boy fight.
Yeah.
If it all depends on Pettis.
Yep. All right.
Pettis that fought Ferguson. If that Pettis shows up, might do it.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
It all depends on Pettis.
You gonna watch the fights at home, or you going out to watch them?
I'm gonna be in Raleigh for the Rainbow Six Majors. So whatever they show, whatever. But there's a lot of good games going on, so I don't know.
I hear you, man. Well, listen, Mike, always a pleasure. Thank you for taking the time to join me again. Anyone out there that's watching, make sure you follow Mike on Twitter and Instagram. MRod MMA is how you can find him. Before I let you go, anyone you want to thank, man, the floor is yours.
I just want to thank, fans, friends, family, everybody who's out there support me. Thank you. Keep on supporting me. I'm just gonna enjoy my little bit of summertime, my little vacation, and then I'm back on saddle and just trying to get into the mix.
Well, again, thanks for the time, buddy. Enjoy your vacation. We'll be talking soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you.